What's up guys, Macadii here, and today I'm bringing you guys another PPL battle. This is week 2, and no, I'm not actually Will, in case it's not obvious. My name is actually Ethan, aka Redithan, in case you don't know me. I'm sure Will leave my link in the description. Thank you, please like and subscribe, thank you. Anyway, so I should probably tell you all why this is me and why this is not Macadii, and So basically, what happened is that so Will was out somewhere. I don't know. He was out of town or something, and he got sick. Long story short, he had to push his battle off to Sunday, and then however, since he was still really sick, he couldn't. He was not in the mood to battle because he was like half dead and he was traveling and all that. So so he was gonna ask me to battle, but I wasn't around. So then he asked Lars. And Lars was like, okay, I'll battle. And then later on, it was getting really late, and Kelly wasn't around, so Lars is like, yo, I gotta go to sleep. Someone battle in my stead. So I was like, okay, I'll do it, because I was originally gonna do it. So anyway, so here I am. Here I am battling Kelly. So that's the lowdown. If you didn't follow, I don't blame you. Anyway. So pretty much, I think Will's uploading his team builder, but if not, I'll go over pretty much what he brought. And so we have a Taunt, Basculin, which is a lead, and that was to do with Fortress. It also has HB Fire, Aqua Jet, and Head Smash. Head Smash, of course, for the Kyurem and the Zapdos. This is actually Rock Head, so it'll do a lot of damage, and I won't take any recoil from that. But yeah, this was there because of course there's no removal on this team when you have a Pinsir. And speaking of Pinsir, this Pinsir is SD with Double Edge, Quick Attack, and Stone Edge. Then we also have Banded Zygarde with 1,000 Arrows, Outrage, E-Speed, and Stone Edge, I believe. Then we have Specs Raichu with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Focus Blast, and Encore. Scarf Nihilego with Sludge Bomb, Power Gem, Stealth Rock, and Thunderbolt. And then finally, physically defensive Vaporeon with the Rocky Helmet, and then Wish, Protect, Scald, and Roar. So yeah, and Kelly brought pretty. I don't know what Will was expecting him to bring, but I assume that's what he expected. Just a bunch of scary stuff. And so yeah, let's see how this turned out. Let's see if I was able to bring a will, or not a will, a win to the Bouffalant Bills. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, that's taking quite a bit of time to load. There we go. All right, so there's Kelly over there, aka Radar, and so he leads with the Fortress, as I lead with the Basculin. I expected the Fortress, and Basculin's my lead anyway, because I do not want him getting rocks up. So I'm just gonna taunt him here. Volt Switch can only do about like half, so there really was no reason not to really go for that there. So can't go for the Stealth Rock. So here I actually do decide to stay in and go for the HP Fire. I knew it had Sturdy and possibly the Oka Berry, so it wouldn't kill. However, I didn't want to risk him going for Earthquake because, of course, Raichu seemed like an obvious switch with the Lightning Rod. But yeah, I knew this would only do about half of the Volt Switch, less than half actually. So I figured it was not worth the risk at that point because it's only a Basculin. So he's going to come in with the Greninja here, as I'm actually going to switch out into the Vaporeon, because Vaporeon can really take what anything this thing wants to throw at me. Even a Grass Knot will not be doing that much. And she goes for the Dark Pulse, which reveals to me this thing is actually Specs, because it doesn't take the Life Orb damage. So a good thing to keep in mind for later. So he's going to switch out back into the Fortress, as I'm going to go for the Wish. I figured he could go back to the Fortress, so I was debating whether or not to go back into the Basculin, but I knew that I needed this thing to be able to switch into Greninja again, so risking... So yeah, I really just wanted to get my recovery up, so as he does get the rocks, so, oh well, Pinsir's not Mega Evolved yet, so it'll only take 25% the first switch in, but, yeah, it definitely sucks, because we're stuck with rocks at this point, but, we're able to burn the Fortress, which is really nice, so, yeah, here I actually do decide to go for the Wish, because, I know he's likely going to Volt Switch here, and, whatever he switches into, I pretty much have a switch into, that will be able to get, back up to full, HP or so, as he goes into the Mew here at this point. And here I actually decided to go into the Raichu, because I was like, you know, I'm not gonna Raichu a love song, you know, all that. Because I figured if he goes for attack, I'll take it and then heal back to full. If he goes for a setup, I can encore it. However, he goes for the Rock Polish, and I was really scared at this point. I was really scared of this thing actually being the Psychium Z, or not, I mean the Immunium Z, because that would have just done so much damage. But he actually has Baton Pass, and he goes into Kyurem, which is also extremely spooky. So yeah, we are in a tough position right now, because this thing can just destroy me, especially if it does have the Earth power for Nihilego. So I do Volt Switch out, and I'm actually going to go into Vaporeon, because it can live a Fusion Bolt. So I just kind of had to hope this thing did not go for like a Z move. It didn't have a Z move. I thought it could, however, I didn't feel like it was worth risking at that point. So yeah, it just goes down all the way to 19 and be able to roar it out. And that's really nice. So the threat avoided for now actually goes into the Fortress, and I actually do go for the Wish again here, because I know Vaporeon's going to go down here. There's really no point keeping it around because it'll die to rocks. So if anything, I can just get up the Wish up, so whatever I bring in next is able to get back up to full. Which does go into the Suicune here. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm actually gonna go into a Raichu here, because Raichu, he really has nothing to take a Volt Switch. So yeah, I'm just free to go for it. Actually does sack the Fortress here. So that's all fine. So I actually do go into the Basculin here, just because I want to get the HP back up, because nothing really else is low. So I don't know, just seems like the best play. And also, if he goes into Mew, then he can't Rock Polish because I can taunt it. So I just want to avoid that threat as much as possible. I do not want that happening again. So he goes into a Greninja here, and I'm just going to take the Dark Pulse here. So I knew that Dark Pulse would kill, but I just want to do whatever I could to make sure that Mew did not have a chance to set up. So I'm going to go into the Nihilego here, because I know this thing's choice specs. So and I'm actually going to predict him switching out. Even if he did stay in and go for Dark Pulse, Nihilego can take one anyway. So I should do go for the Stealth Rock, because I really want to limit Kyurem and Zapdos switch in, so I can come in possibly and sweep with Nihilego later. So that may or may not play a role later on, as I'm going to switch out here, because I'm not staying in against a Mew. It's locked into Stealth Rock. As he does actually go for the Slash Light this time instead of the Rock Polish. If he went for the Rock Polish, I would have just gone for the Focus Blast, because, like I said, I do not want Kyurem doing anything funny. So I do go for the T-Bolt here, actually. It doesn't even do half, revealing this thing is very Spit F. I figured if he tries to do a Baton Pass into Kyurem, then between the rocks and the T-Bolt, I'm just going to be able to come in and clean it up with a combination of a Quick Attack and an E-Speed. So yeah, I'm actually go into Pinsir here, because I figured that I'd be able to kill this thing with the Double Edge, judging by the calcs I did. So I do Mega up here. I didn't want to risk losing Zygarde and Nihilego, because I felt like they were most important at this point, so Pinsir seemed like the odd man out here, as it actually lives at 1 HP, and I was like, oh my god, Mew, why are you doing that? So I actually do drop down low, but it didn't really matter anyway, because I couldn't switch into rocks in the end anyway, but still, it was just like why? So I'm gonna go for the Quick Attack here, and Mew's gonna go down. So here at this point, he can't go into the Kyurem, which is really nice. I just really don't want Kyurem in. Possibly could be like Z Hail or something. I just don't want to deal with that. So he goes into the Pinsir here, and he reveals he is the actually Water Shuriken, which I figured he could be, but I was not switching out at that point. So pretty much we're left with Zygarde and Nihilego, so I have to be kind of creative here. And I do go into the Zygarde, because this thing actually has a lot of HP investment, and Water Shuriken absolutely cannot kill. So I'm just free to go for the 1,000 Arrows here. One of the most spammable moves in the game. And he does exactly what I hoped he would, and he goes into the Suicune. So pretty much at this point, my plan was weaken the Suicune as much as I can, so I can come in with Scarf Nihilego and clean up with the Power Gem. So I do go for the 1,000 Arrows here, as I'm not going to switch out. I'm not going to risk anything here. I'm just going to keep attacking this thing, get it low, as that does quite a bit of damage, actually. So this thing can't, even if this thing is like Kurokun or something, it still cannot deal with this. So we're at the play right now. Just spam 1,000 Arrows. Good things will happen. So go for it again. It doesn't take it out this time. However, the next time it will. And he reveals he does not have the Ice Beam. I was actually kind of hoping he did have the Ice Beam, and he was going for it so I could get the Beast Boost. But Kelly, either he didn't have it or he's smart, which he is smart. So he knew that Ice Beam was not the play there, even if he had it. So good play by him there. So I'm just going to take out the Suicune. I could have switched into a Nihilego there possibly, but I was I don't know. I wasn't sure I could take it out with 2 moves, so I didn't want to risk that because of course Greninja has Water Shuriken and we need the Nihilego as much XP as possible so it can take that. So here he actually does go for the serve and take down the Zygarde. So pretty much it is Scarf Nihilego versus the world. I wanted to go for Power Gem. However, it was a roll, so I had to go for the Sludge Bomb against this thing. And I think it was still a bit of a roll, but it was a risk I had to take. So, yeah, so he has to switch out here because, of course, he's just going to die to a Sludge Bomb, and then he loses pretty much. So he's going to switch out actually into the Kyurem as... So the Kyurem is going to take Rock's damage, so Rock's coming into play here. As I'm actually going to, as I do reveal the Sludge Bomb at this point. So... yeah, there's the Sludge Bomb, taking this Kyurem all the way down. I was really hoping I didn't get the poison, so I actually got the Beast Boost, which I don't. So I was very, very fortunate for that. So there's the Sludge Bomb. So Kyurem is down. All right, so there's one. We are really going at this. Trying to clean up here with Nihilego. He goes into the Zapdos here. I don't know what's going on with that Zapdos. It's seen better days, but so yeah. So I'm really hoping for the roll here with Sludge Bomb. As if I Oko this Zapdos here, then we win pretty much. So I go for the Sludge Bomb. Oh, it just lives on like very little HP. Kelly actually told me after the battle that he calced it, and at a max roll Sludge Bomb at +1, the max roll would have left that thing at 1 HP. So if Nihilego had Sludge Wave, then that would have killed, and things would have been looking much better at this point. So I really just have to hope at this point that Water Shuriken only hits twice, and then we win. So coming down right to the wire here. So, so he goes for the Water Shuriken, hits once, takes me down, hits twice. So I'm really hoping, please do not hit another time. And he hits another time, and Nihilego is going to drop there. So, so close, almost. I almost brought the Bouffalant Bills to the first one of the season, but just unfortunate there with the I mean, it wasn't really rolls. I guess the there really hacks was not really a factor in this game. Possibly if the T-Bolt did a bit less on Nihilego, I would have been able to live 3, but who really knows? Really the problem here, as I think is pretty evident, is that Sludge Bomb. Don't run Sludge Bomb on Nihilego, guys. always run Sludge Wave if you're running on offensive stat. It may seem like the roll may not matter, but as we see here, sometimes yes, the roll does matter. So yeah, just unfortunate there, but it was only a 1-0. Kelly's team Kelly's probably has one of the best drafts in the entire league. Definitely like top 5 for sure. So yeah, almost getting the win there. Just a bit unfortunate with the Nihilego. Came so close, but yeah, what you gonna do? I did my best. I'm sorry, Bills fans, but it's only a 1-0, so definitely didn't lose too much. So we can rebound. We can rebound, guys. Come on. So yeah, I guess that's really all there is to say. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Redithan on macadii. So please check out my channel, like and subscribe. Thank you. And of course, subscribe to Will if you haven't. He does great content. You should check it out. If I don't know why you're watching this one if you haven't watched other stuff, but anyway, again, my outros are really long. That's something I do. But again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on this channel with not me. You'll go back to your regular scheduled content next week. But yeah, thank you so much, and goodbye.